Hello. Pardon my voice, but I have lost it and I don't know where I put it. So today, yikes. My in-laws have my daughter for the night. She is doing a sleepover there because I have lots of cleaning, cooking, and schoolwork for my principal certification that I have to do. Quick baby bump update. Excuse me. Way to make it all about you. Look at baby bump. Oh, you can't really see with the black shorts and the dark background, but boom, 20 something weeks pregnant. I forgot how far. I think I'm 24. 20, I don't know, mid-20s. First thing that I want to bake today is bread. I have actually never personally made bread by myself. It's usually my mom who is the baketress in our family. Is that a word? I think it's just baker. But I want to make 2 loaves of sandwich bread for the week. I also want to make a pasta that I saw on Teeny Younger's Instagram, as well as I bought a rotisserie chicken, and I want to pull the chicken off of that and make some like chicken cheese sandwiches. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Laundry needs to get done. The dishes are done. I started the dishwasher this morning. They're done. I need to put them away and then throw all of these dishes that are still in the sink in there. Laundry, I have a system with laundry. Folding and putting away the clothes are my least favorite chore. So I only do it once. I do all the laundry and I throw it on my massive kitchen island, which is right there. That also needs to be cleaned. I'm adding that to the chores. I throw all of my laundry on here until all of the laundry in the entire house is done. And then I fold and put it away one time because I hate folding and putting away. So I think what we're gonna do first is we are going to start by making the bread. And then during that 45 minute rising period, I am going to do the dishes, start another load of laundry, take a shower, and then hopefully at that point, the bread will need to do something else. I don't know, whatever bread needs to do before it needs to rise again. And I want everything to kind of get done while the bread is making. Because the pasta, it didn't look like it took too long to make. The chicken just needs to be pulled from the bones and put into a freezer bag and thrown into the freezer. And that's it. Right? I want to clean out the fridge, get all the old food out, maybe make a salad. I have pork chops that I need to fry. Okay. Okay, so remember when I said I had never made bread before? Well, it's starting to show because I just finished putting the active dry yeast and water and sugar in a bowl for 15 minutes. Oh, I need to set another 15-minute timer. And then when I went to go do the next step of the recipe, it said add the rest of the water. And I said, what do you mean the rest of the water? And then I went back a step and it did tell me to add only half of the water, but I'd added all of the water. So that was too much water. So I am now redoing that first process, which, you know, is fine. I'd rather redo that step than redo the whole thing. So, but while it did its original 15-minute thing, I cleaned off the counter, started a load of laundry. Now that it's doing it a second time, I'm going to do the dishes, clean out some old food from the fridge, get some laundry done, and eat a snack. Okay, so I know a lot of noises are going on right now. My TV's on, my iRobot is on, my washing machine is on, but my dishwasher is not because I did the dishes, I unloaded them, put them away, and then I loaded what was in the what was in the sink into the dishwasher. And then I added the rest of the ingredients to my dough. And I don't have a mixer because those things are like an arm and a leg. So I am mixing it at first with the spatula thing, but now I think I'm gonna have to get in there with my hands because it's getting to be too much. So I think I just need to mix it until it's all combined. I don't know. I read the instructions and then I forgot what the instructions said. Ooh, I feel a clump of butter. Okay, so if you guys have kids, tell me if you feel the same way. And I think people call this mom guilt. Every time that my in-laws come to pick up Anya, I get a little bit happy because, you know, that's a night to myself. And you guys might be wondering, where's your husband? Working. My husband works really weird hours. He works, when does he work? Sundays through Wednesdays from noon to 10 o'clock at night. And then he goes to the gym. And when he comes home, it's like 1:30 in the morning because he works super far away. Anyway, so we only really get to see him Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And on his days off, he does all of this stuff. But it's not his day off. It's actually my day off. It's Memorial Day. So I am just getting some stuff done. I've got 2 more days of work, Tuesday and Wednesday, to just kind of get my classroom all cleaned up for the summer. And then I'm done for the summer. I have like a clump of butter that I need to incorporate. Okay, so it is in a ball. Anyway, I was talking about my daughter. I feel happy because, you know, it's a night to myself. It's a night where I can cook and clean and do everything without being interrupted by a toddler. But I always feel a little guilty because I'm enjoying my time without her. Not that I don't enjoy my time with her, because I do. She's my favorite thing on the entire planet. But on the days when I don't have her, I'm like, it's a little nice. Okay. I need to wash my hands and see what's next. Oh, I'm sorry, Scarlett. I'm so sorry. Did I ruin your little nap? Is that a good nap spot right behind my feet? Okay, so much has happened since I last updated you guys. So I think last I updated, my cats are, oh my goodness, don't eat each other. Hey. My animals are hungry, so I'm feeding them next. But I think the last I updated you guys, I had to restart the process. But since then, I did restart the process. They were doing their first 45-minute proof. And while they were doing that, I was like, I'll go take a shower. This is perfect timing. Let's go take a shower. And then as soon as I turned on the water, the power in my house went off. So I had to panic for a minute because I was like, do I shower in the pitch black and hope that the power comes back on? The answer is an obvious no. So I went across the street to my mom's house and hung out with her for 30 minutes until the power came back on. And then I came back home, and by that point, the first rise was done. So then it was time to roll them out and put them in the baking sheet. So they are in the bread pans doing their second rise, which they have about 20 minutes left. So I've since taken a shower, done more laundry. The pile on my counter keeps rising. Let me show you. This needs to go back in one of our super tall cabinets. But because I'm 5 months pregnant, I'm gonna make my husband do that later. So it's not my job. I'm just gonna move it onto a different counter space. It is raining pretty hard. I may have lied. I don't think it's actually raining at all right now. It's just thundering. But like I said, I'm not going to fold any of that or put it away until all of it's done. I have a load in the washer and dryer, and then I want to do my daughter's clothes, and then that'll be it. So once all of those are done, it'll be good to go. I don't want to start cooking until the bread is in the oven. So I have about 20 minutes to do nothing. I'm going to feed the animals, refill their water, and then I need to make my fried pork chops. I need to make the pasta, and then maybe I'll just wait to shred the chicken another day because I'm getting tired. It's already 5 o'clock and I'm tired. While I wait for the bread to finish its rise, it has like 5 minutes left. I went ahead and picked up Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas, and I read the first chapter. I have never read the Assassin's Blade before, but I did read the first 3 books in the series, which, where is it? Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, and Heir of Fire. And back when I first started the series, get your butthole out of the frame, a few months ago, everyone that I saw said read it in the order that she wrote it. So read it after the 3rd book. So that's what I'm doing now. But when I was looking at reviews yesterday, everybody was saying that you have to read it first. Well, too late for me. So I read the first chapter. Let me take my hair down. Anyway, help me pick out a bookmark. This is where I keep all of my bookmarks. It is a massive Hedwig mug. And I always like to read like the first chapter and then pick a bookmark that kind of fits the vibes and then stick with that bookmark for the rest of the book. Buddy, I fed you. What else do you want? Okay. I am not feeling a paper bookmark. Not feeling one of those, excuse me. Definitely not a Quidditch broom because these are for like hardbacks. Excuse me. A watermelon ice cream? Probably not. Can you stop, dude? I have this one that my friend made. I'll link her stuff below. She makes these like movie ticket bookmarks. They're like the magnet. Open it. They're like the magnet bookmarks. And this one says Fantasy Book Club. So I might do this one, but I don't know. The purple, there's a little bit of purple on it. Maybe. That's a strong contender. Okay, I think I'm going to do this one. I used this one when I read The Witcher because it fit perfectly. And it's a little metal one that says off, I'm reading. And it has a little book. And then there's like a little book keychain. I think I'm going to use that one because it definitely fits Selena's attitude in this. Excuse me, that is not for you. In this book so far. I have not used this book. Actually, maybe I used it for Virgin Suicides. which definitely doesn't fit the vibes at all. But there are a bunch of cats reading books and you stick it in the spine. I think this would be better for a hardback book. And then the rest are magnet. I have like some rainbow, like boho, rainbow, a book, magnet. Where's my, this one my mom got me for Christmas. It's a leather metal magnetic bookmark with my name engraved on it. I haven't used this one yet, so I'm gonna have to use that one soon. But for the vibes of this book, I'm gonna go with this one. I think it works great. Okay, side note, I am also reading Court of Wings and Ruin, which is the third book in the ACOTAR series. And some might say that it would be a mistake to read both ACOTAR and Throne of Glass at the same time. But I am not some people. Do I still make mistakes? Absolutely. Is this one of the mistakes? Not yet. I can keep all the characters straight. One's got fae, one's got like witches and stuff. Can you not, dude? Anyway, it's really good so far. It's cute. I love Selena's die hard, I'm a badass attitude. I love that, especially when she's an assassin. I literally was saying the whole first 3 books in the series, like this, she doesn't seem like an assassin. She seems like a whiny little girl. Like, where is this assassin that everybody fears and everyone's talking about? And I cannot wait to meet her. So I'm gonna go do the next thing with my bread, probably bake it, and then get started on cooking. I also need to write a paper that's due yesterday that I completely forgot about because I thought that today was Sunday because I don't have work today. I was wrong. Today is Monday, and my assignment was due yesterday and I didn't do it. So it's gonna be minus 10 points, but you win some, you lose some. Okay, so my pork chops are almost done. I have the rice going in a pot and then the bread is in the oven. I also have a salad pack. It's Southwest salad. I got it a while ago actually, but it still looks good. So I'm gonna make that. So I'll have salad, pork chops, rice, and bread for dinner, which is a big dinner. It's probably the biggest 1, 2, 3, 4-course meal I've ever made in my life. I wanted to show you guys. My cat is obsessed with lettuce. What you eating, buddy? Eating some lettuce. He's a rabbit at heart. And then I opened the bag of salad. It smelled off. So I looked at the expiration date and it expired over a week ago. So I threw that away and I made myself some romaine lettuce and cucumber with some olive oil and vinegar, salt and pepper. So that's my salad. So I already cut into the pork chops. This is what it looks like. The bread is cooling over there on the rack and the salad was delicious. I just finished my assignment that was due yesterday. Now I need to figure out what book do I want to read. Currently in the middle of 4 books. Assassin's Blade. I only read the first chapter. It's pretty good. I can see myself definitely sitting here and reading the first novella, which is the assassin and the pirate Lord, I think, the Pirate Lord. This book is actually a series of novellas about the Assassin's past, and this is the prequel to the Throne of Glass series. We follow our main character, Selena Sardothian. This book is about her life pre-Throne of Glass, so it's about her life as an assassin, and I'm finally excited to see the Assassin's Blade. I am also about a third of the way through A Court of Wings and Ruin. I think I'm not in the middle of a chapter. I love that these chapters are very short. Makes the book feel like it's going by super quick. There are 700 pages, however. I could pick this one back up. It is pretty good. This is the third book in the ACOTAR series. A girl named Freya was human. Get your tail out of my face. And my dryer is ready, so I have to go get my clothes. Anyway, get your tail out of my face. Freya crosses the border from the mortal lands into the land of the fairies and has since joined the Fairy Legion and is in love with a fairy king of sorts. And a war is coming, and I think this book is like in preparation of that war. I'm also reading Alchemized, which looks like it would have less pages, but actually it has 300 more pages than A Court of Wing and Ruin. It's just like super thin. And the problem with this book is that I think I'm only this far into it, but I had been listening to the audiobook, and it was so good. And then when the audiobook lapsed on Libby, it doesn't tell you where in the book you were when you stopped. So I had to kind of guess. But the thing is, it had been so long since I had been listening to the audiobook, I forgot where I was. And I believe Alchemized is actually going to become available to me in the next week or so. So I don't think I'm going to pick this one up physically. I think I'm just going to wait until the audiobook becomes available again. And the last book that I'm in the middle of reading is The Haunting by Natasha Preston. This one, I'm on chapter 2. I just finished chapter 2. It's actually the book that my students picked out for me. Every time that I finish a book, I'll bring like 2 options to work, and I'll have the kids vote on a sticky note which one they think I should read. And the last time that I did that, they picked Hidden Pictures. And that one was really good. It had pictures in it, and it was about a little boy who is like haunted or something, and it was really good. So they picked this one out to be my next one. My husband bought me this book. I have rules, and one of the rules is don't buy me books unless I specifically give you a list, because I'm a very picky reader. This was not on my list because I didn't know about it. But if I had known about it, it would have been on the list. And my husband is such a brilliant man. He knew that I would love this instantly because he told me it's a Draco and Hermione fan fiction. And then he gave it to me. And I said, say less. And it has not been failing me. The only critique I had was that I started reading it physically, but there was a lot of really dense magic building that I couldn't keep up with it. And it was starting to get kind of boring. So I listened to the audiobook and got past that initial establishing the environment. I got past the exposition and I'm into the rising action. So then the book became really interesting, but then my hold lapsed on Libby, and now I don't know where in the book I am. And I'm too lazy to figure it out. So I'm just gonna wait for my hold on Libby to come back, and then I'll listen to as much as I can before my hold lapse again, and that time I'll be prepared and I will find my spot in the book. But anyway, this book is about a woman who wakes up in a vat of goo, and she kind of doesn't really know who she is at first. They do a bunch of mind experiments on her and find out that she used to be a healer in like the rebel community that falled before the rise of the bad guys. And now they're sending her to live with this guy who's supposed to bring back all of her memories because they think that she has a lot of information that might be helpful in creating immortals, I believe. I think that's right. It's been a while since I've picked this up, so forgive me if I'm wrong. The Haunting is about a girl who was dating this guy, and then it turns out that guy's father was a serial killer, and killed like a whole bunch of their classmates. And now, even though the guy's in prison, killings are happening again. She's no longer dating that same guy, but people are starting to think that it's him. And I don't know. I'm only 2 chapters in, but they're making him look really guilty. But anyway, these are the 4 books that I'm currently reading. I think I'll read A Court of Wings and Ruin until I'm bored of it. I really like listening to the audiobooks for these, especially war books. Like, I love fantasy romance series, but when it gets to the book about war, I just get bored. Like, the Fourth Wing series, 5 stars all around. But the 3rd book, Onyx Storm, that was the war book. And I just got so bored during the war parts. I don't care. I don't care about the war. I want the romance. Give me the romance part of a fantasy romance, but I also don't want to read a romance. I want the excitement of a fantasy romance, but I don't want to read the war parts. I understand that doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. I am going to change bookmarks for this one. I had started reading this book at work, and this was the only bookmark that I had at work. And not that I don't like this bookmark, it's just super flimsy. And when I read physical books, I like to use it as like a line marker. And this one's really thick. So I think I want to, my voice is like cracking. I want to trade it for a different one. So let me get my handy dandy bookmark cup again, which is way over here now. Ugh. Now remember what I said before. I like my bookmarks to kind of match the vibes of the books that I'm reading. So this one, let's see. This one is one of my favorites. It's just got a bunch of dogs and cats on it. I love it, but it does not fit the vibes. None of these do really. Maybe I'll just do the dogs. I'll break my rule. This is nice and thin, so it's not so big when I use it as a line marker, but it's also not as flimsy as this bookmark. It rained, and the lake is kind of up and about. Let me show you. This is the view out the window of my office, and you can see the lake back there. It actually comes all the way past all of these big tall bushes back here. But you see how all that's grass right now? The lake has receded so much. We had such a dry season this year, but it's supposed to rain all week, so I'm hoping that the lake will come up further to the house. Hello, it's the next day. I'm hanging out in my daughter's room. She's playing with her poppet and her toys. So last night we finished off with, I was gonna go lay in bed and read some Wing of Ruin, Court of Wing and Ruin, and I got halfway through the book. It's getting really good. Today I had to go to work, clean out my classroom. Everything is shoved in my car, and that is a tomorrow problem. My husband, Mama. Yes, baby. Hello. Hello. She's on the phone. So today was my last day on campus, but my husband works until like 11 o'clock at night, and then he goes to the gym, so he doesn't get home until probably 1:30 in the morning. So on his days of work, it's just me and the baby. So unloading all of that from my car is gonna have to wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow I work from 8 to noon. I'm teaching SAT to sophomores for just the morning. And then I'm gonna come home and unload my car, and I'll have to show you guys what my living room looks like, but it's insane. We just got a mud bench put in our living room, so our living room is disorganized. So I'll try to unload my car and organize the living room before I go pick up Anya from daycare. Plus, I finished folding all of those clothes, but I did not put them away. So my entire kitchen island is covered in folded clothes. So that will also need to get put away probably tomorrow. I did make some cookies last night and ate all of them. I made my dinner. I think tonight we just did Chick-fil-A for dinner because it was a long day. Tomorrow I'll make some of that pasta that I wanted to do. And I need to shred the chicken still. Maybe I'll shred the chicken tonight. That's not going to take too long. So I'll shred the chicken after she goes to bed. So today, my daughter and I are going to hang out. We're going to play. It is so hot outside. So we're just going to hang out here and play a little bit. We're going to eat. And then she's going to go down at about 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight. So then I'll shred the chicken. And then I'll go read more Wings of Ruin. Hello. So it's about 12:50. I just got finished with my half day of work and I emptied out my car. So this is the mud bench that we just got installed into our house. Looks really nice, really cute. But because of that, a lot of stuff has had to move. So we need to find some, by we, I mean me. I need to find some space to put all of these things. And I just emptied out my car. All the stuff from my classroom right there. So I need to find a place to put all of those things. And I need to put away all of the folded laundry. And I need to eat all before I pick up my daughter. I want to pick up my daughter around 3:15, 3:30. She wakes up from her nap around 2:30 and then they do snack time. So I like to pick her up right after snack time. Bring her home, we play. It looks like it's gonna rain and it's not warm enough to go swimming. So I think we're just gonna play here today. I have to unload the dishes. The dishes are clean. So I wanna try to get all of that done before she comes home. I also wanna cook my pasta, but I doubt that is going to get done today. And I did not shred the chicken like I said I was going to do yesterday. As soon as Anya went to sleep, I took a shower and I had to keep going in and out of her room because she wanted to play. So by the time she went to actual sleep, it was 9 o'clock and I was exhausted. So I also went to bed at 9 o'clock. I didn't even read Wings of Ruin. On the way to and from work today, though, I was listening to the audiobook for The Rights of the Starling, which is the second book in the Sparrow series, Shield of Sparrows series. It's okay. This is not one of my favorite fantasy romance series. I think it's mainly because the main character is pretty annoying. But in the second book, we get dual perspectives between her and somebody else who I don't know. I'm maybe a third of the way through the audiobook and I still don't know who this second person is. They're called the Starling. And I don't really know how she connects with Odessa's storyline. So anyway, I have about 2.5-ish hours before I need to pick up my daughter. So I need to do laundry. I need to eat something first. I'm going to eat something. I need to put away the laundry. I need to find a spot to put all of my stuff from my classroom. Come here. Come say hi. This is Benjamin. Sweet boy. That's what I'm going to be doing before I go get my daughter. Oh, I'll be watching some BookTube. Today I've got Katie is reading and Book Roast and Olivia Reads a Latte on my TV. So I'll be listening to that while I do all my chores. beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful outside. I don't really know what's happening. And I blame it on the fact that I'm reading like 4 fantasy books at the same time. But they're at war. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what is going on, but I'm looking for it. And so that's what we're doing. So I'm drinking my coffee. I'm reading a little bit, and then my husband and I have to get some cleaning done around the house. Look at little Weasley. They're snuggling this morning. Getting some good snuggles in. I'm gonna continue reading and see if I can... Oh, hello! Have you come to join us, Benjamin? I'll see if I can decipher any more of what's going on. Buddy, I'm sorry, but I don't think there's enough room on my lap for 2 of you. So you might just have to be a shoulder kitty. Oh, okay. You're gonna rub on the phone? Saying hi. That's so sweet. These are my 2 boys. My female cat, Momo. She's around here somewhere, but she's less of a snuggler and more of a, she'll lay in the same room as me. I'm at a stopping point. I finished my coffee. Hello, mister. I think we're gonna go get some cleaning done, and then we'll come back. Hello. I wanted to do a quick update. I am sitting in my office. I had to do some work. My husband and I did some cleaning. We went and got some food. He's about to leave to go to the eye doctor. I did some work. I'm currently in my principal certification program, so I uploaded my informal observation, my professional resume, and a discussion board post with my 2 replies. Right now I'm waiting for my formal observation to upload, excuse me. And then when it does that, I'm gonna edit this video. But while I'm waiting, because my formal observation video is 70% processed. While I'm waiting on that, I wanted to update you guys on my new hobby. Please don't laugh. When I was in high school, I was in an anatomy class. And our homework for this anatomy class was to coloring pages from an anatomy coloring book. And I have been hyper fixated on this anatomy coloring book for some time now. And I thought, well, maybe I'll get over this hyper fixation. So I'm not going to order the book right now. Well, it's been like 6 months and I still want to color the book. So I ordered the book, and when I'm listening to my audiobook, I am coloring the pages because I like doing adult coloring books. But for some reason, this one has been like really been making me think. So you have like the names of the things that you're learning, and then you have the pictures. So you color the name and it tells you like median is A. So then you find A. So you color median green and then find A, color A green, and you know, it's color by number, basically. So I've only done first 2 pages, and then it gets to like the different systems within your body. So I'm coloring this while I listen to my audiobook. I'm listening to The Rites of the Starling, which I talked to you guys about earlier, and now I know a bit more about what's going on. So this one is dual perspective. So we have Odessa. For the first half of this book, they were separated. The second perspective is Cressida. I think that's her name. No, that doesn't sound right. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, she's the second perspective, and she is a starling from Ken. Benjamin, you're kind of in my way, buddy. Can I put you in my lap? Come here. Come sit in my lap. I think her name's Cressida or something like that. I forget. These names are like slipping my mind. Anyway, she's a starling, which means that when she comes of age, she travels the world to find out like who she is and shift. She wants to shift into a I don't know what they call it, but it's what everybody else in the world believes to be a crux, which is like a really bad monster. And she went off with her cousin to find the silver-eyed warrior. And for a while I was like, I don't know who that is. But then I remembered, ew, you drooled on me. Gross. Ew. Spoilers. Can you not? You're getting your juice all over my books. Gross. My holds for Alchemized should become available shortly. I want to finish the audiobook for Rites of the Starling before I pick up Alchemized again, because I think doing 5 fantasy books does nobody want to leave me alone right now? Y'all are just so needy. I think reading 5 fantasy books at once would really just put me over the edge. Okay, just come sit in my lap, buddy. Sit in my lap. Because I got Alchemized, Assassin's Blade, Rites of the Starling, and Wings of Ruin. Can you please? So I'm sorry. I'm reading 4 currently. Oh my goodness. They're just, they're obsessed with me. Oh, okay. My video is 99% processed. So I'm going to upload that to my certification program, and I'll work on editing this video while I watch some BookTube. And then by that point, the dishes should be done and I need to cook my pasta. Hello, I am finally making the pasta. This is Teeny Younger's summer red bell pepper pasta that I got off of her TikTok. The only modification that I made was accidentally adding an entire bag of Parmesan cheese, and I'm adding some ground pork to the pasta as well to give it a little extra protein. My daughter loves pasta, but she doesn't really like meat. So if I can hide it in a cheesy pasta meal like this one, she might be more inclined to eat some protein. I had a bigger one that I was using, but then my dog decided to knock it off of the counter and onto the floor. Whoa. It smells delicious. I've made Teeny's recipes before. I've made her mac and cheese multiple times upon request of family members. So I definitely would recommend her cooking. She's brilliant. She has a cookbook coming out, I believe in October. I'll have to double check, but I can link her cookbook down below. I want to pre-order it, but my birthday's in October, so I'll just have somebody else get it for me. Ooh, that looks delicious. I think it's a little thinner than it's supposed to be, and that's my fault. I think I might have added more water than I needed to. It tastes delicious too. Oh, that's so good. That tastes so fresh. I did not use the fresh herbs that Teeny used. I didn't have any, so I just used the dried seasonings, the dried basil, parsley, and thyme. Still tastes absolutely delicious. I'm having some of my homemade bread as well. Delicious. Yeah, excuse me. Let me try it first. It's about 2:40, so I'm gonna leave here in about 30 minutes to go pick up Anya. That's delicious. The pork's good too. I made enough to feed an army, so that's gonna be my dinner for a long time. I still have 2 pork chops left in the fridge, so I'll eat that. I'll eat the pork chops for dinner, and I'll give some of this to Anya for dinner tonight. 10 out of 10 recommend this recipe. I'll link Teeny's channel down below so you guys can go check her out. Wanted to show y'all my new outfit that I just got in the mail. It's perfect little maternity full body outfit. And it's got pockets. I love it so much. So comfortable. Good morning. I didn't do any updating yesterday because it was so busy. Yesterday I read in the morning, and then I had to do a bunch of laundry. I finally got my onboarding hiring packet emailed to me, so I had to fill some of that out, do their safety trainings, get all my certificates, and yada yada yada. So I was doing that in the morning, and then I had to go meet my grandmother and my uncle for lunch. And then when we came back, we picked up Anya from daycare, and then we went to BJ's, which is like a Sam's Club and Costco wholesale grocer, and we got our month's worth of groceries. And then came home, unloaded that, and then we went to my mom's to go swimming, which didn't last very long because my daughter was not in a good mood. She was hungry, she was tired, so we came home, tried feeding her. She did not want anything. So, excuse me, went and played in her room, picked out some books, we're reading, and she was in bed by 8 o'clock. And then I went and laid down, and my husband bought me one of the expansion packs for Disney Dreamlight Valley, so I was playing that for a little bit last night. I bought the A Rift in Time one, so I was playing that for a little bit, and then this morning my husband went and took our daughter to go get some donuts, so I'm here for about 20 minutes by myself. I'm just gonna sit here, drink my coffee, maybe play a little bit of Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then today we have a crawfish boil to go to this afternoon, but I think we might go to the farmer's market this morning. After donuts, we'll get ready. We'll go there. We'll come back. We'll play. She'll take a nap. And then when we wake up, we'll go to the crawfish boil. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of my valley. In the Peaceful Meadow, this is like the only part that I've decorated with like the old clock tower and this like walkway from the plaza down to Dazzle Beach. But I also have included this little area over here. It's like whoops, I'm stuck. This little like retro area where you can buy tickets and play games, get your photo taken. It's like the little snack bar and everything. But that's the only part of the Peaceful Meadow that I've decorated. And then the plaza, I've done a little bit more. When you walk up, there's like the Mickey and Walt statues. And I have a pathway over here that leads to the museum, Remy's house, my house, a little area to sit around a fountain, the Monsters University thing. I have all my apple trees over here. I want to make some tables to put underneath that like awning thing with the flowers, so I can store all of my flowers under there. And then I've got these like walkways that I think are really cute. Over here I've got Scrooge's store, Daisy's store, the little railroad thing, another little like sitting area, and then Remy's restaurant. I'm gonna dig that up because I think that's a treasure chest. Hello. It's 11 o'clock at night on Saturday night. I just finished A Court of Wing and Ruin. I didn't think I was going to finish it today because I had like 200 pages left to read this morning. But after putting my daughter to bed, I laid in bed and read the last 100 pages. And I wasn't having fun at first because, it's the battle book, it's the war book. And war was happening, and like I don't want to spoil anything, but it was like it started off so easy, and I was like, this is not entertaining or exciting at all. Like when a war book is happening, people are gonna die. People are gonna be dying left and right, and main characters are gonna die. Not to say that nobody died, people died, but it was like, I feel like Sarah J. Maas is very soft when it comes to her characters. I need her to be brutal. I cried at one point, but then very quickly stopped crying because our author is too soft, and she's too connected to her characters, and I need her to let go of a few of them. I need her to be heartless and ruthless and just kill them off. When I read a book, I want to be destroyed. So this book, I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars, only because it was getting to be frustrating, and the fact that I'm kind of upset that Sarah J. Maas is a softie, and I need her to be more ruthless. So I don't know what book is next in the series, but I don't think I'm going to continue on with the series right now. Only because I have started The Assassin's Blade. I still have only read 1 chapter, but I want to get further into The Rites of the Starling and Alchemized. So those are my next 2 feats. But I'm gonna close out the vlog here. I hope you guys had a good time. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. I got this blob of darkness right here is Benjen. I got Weasley, Scarlet, and then Goose down there. Momo is probably actually sleeping in the laundry basket or in my chair in my office. Those are her favorite spots, but she's not a big snuggler. All right, good night.